There's my tent there. I'm so tired, I can't be bothered to talk. I reckon I could game like this. If I had like a Bluetooth mouse and keyboard, I could just put it on I've got like a folding table. I don't know if it'd go low enough. I know it can go like that high or whatever, but you can get some that will go down to like 30 centimeters or something. Then you just put your mouse and keyboard on there. I think it would work if the monitor was brighter. Especially this monitor is actually not that bright. I thought it'd be brighter than my laptop screen, because my laptop screen is pretty dark. It is old. I thought, oh yeah, this would be way brighter, but it's actually about the same. Oh, that's on maximum brightness. And I've turned the laptop down to like minimum. Yeah, I could definitely game like this, but if it wasn't raining, you know, or freezing cold. I was thinking of setting up the table here, put the laptop on there with the mouse and keyboard, but trouble is they're mouldy, so all the mould in the laptop, I'd be exposed to it, you know. Which I thought wouldn't be too bad because it's outside, but I don't know, maybe it'd be better to play like this. But I was planning to use this monitor in my tent with some long you can get these 10-meter long HDMI cables, and then you can get an active USB 2.0 cable which is 10 meters long as well. You connect that to a USB hub, a 4-way hub, then you plug your mouse and keyboard into that. So if my laptop was in there, I could use the screen and stuff. I could use it from in the tent, you know. Either run the cables through the door or out the window. Probably be long enough. But this is another way of doing it. I guess you could have, yeah, Bluetooth mouse and keyboard, and then have a decent sized monitor there. I'm not chemical sensitive to the laptop, so that's why I've been using it. But I don't know yet whether I'm sensitive to this screen. But I bought this new monitor because it's not mouldy, so therefore I can take it into my tent. I bought a new mouse as well. I really like the ROG Gladius mouses. That's what I've been using for a long time. But that is a braided cable. That's going to be mouldy, you know, so can't really clean it. Can't clean inside the mouse. That keyboard's pretty new, and my brother cleaned it and replaced all the keycaps, so shouldn't be too bad. But I like that keyboard. It's a pretty good one. It's like mechanical. I prefer mechanical keyboards. I've had a lot of them, so I'm just like used to it. It'd be hard to go back to a cheap one. But yeah, I'm just burning this in. I'm just burning in this monitor, so it's like minimal chemical smell. Because when you get new electronics and you turn them on for the first time, you often get like a chemical smell when it warms up that you don't get after a few days. So it's worth like burning it in, I think. I'm still waiting for those cables. Look, 10 meter, because I've got some in the kitchen already, but they're contaminated. So the kitchen is like a bad room. So, and one of them's a braided cable, so I can't really clean it. Here's my tent. It's pretty good. Got a bit cold last night. This isn't really very thick. So I've had to bring this in. This is a few months old, so it is mouldy, but it's not too bad because it's only a few months old, and I've only had it in this room, which to my senses was one of the best rooms. So I think my old room on the other side of the house downstairs was potentially quite good for mould, but I can't tolerate the floor in there, so it's been this room here with the door open a lot of the time, sleeping next to that door, you know. Now I've come out here, I'm eating a lot of these. Yeah, it's alright. It's not a very expensive tent, it's just like a Chinese made one. I think it cost me less than 100. It's done pretty well so far. It's big enough for what I need, and it doesn't fill the whole garden. So the trouble with my garden is it's on a slope, so it slopes downwards as it goes towards the road. This area is more flat. Got my Bluetooth headphones. These are really good. I use these for like everything nowadays. But I used to use them for cycling. It cost 30 quid, Sony. And they last for ages when it's charged. They don't sound amazing, but it's good enough, you know. I haven't watched her videos for ages because she's actually not streamed for like a month or two. She plays really weird, like old games that I've never heard of a lot of the time. I don't know if I'll bother. I don't think I'll bother bringing this thing into the tent today, because I think my brain needs a rest first. I'm a little bit more sensitive to chemicals today than usual, so it depends. Seems to depend what I do and what I eat. But thankfully, I haven't developed any new reactions to things for quite a while now. I don't know why, but it's been like 6 or 7 weeks. This game looks like a Zero Wing clone. We used to have that game on Mega Drive. Good game. It's like quite a famous one. There's some other vids I want to watch as well. Probably sit here for a while unless it starts raining. It was supposed to be raining like all this afternoon, but it hasn't started yet. She's talking about Japanese whale hunters. I think she's talking about like activism against it or something. like an advert that shows you what's happening. So yeah, this is my life now. This is my life at the moment, you know. I'm really tired of watching videos on my phone. It's not good for my eyes, and I can't see the details. I can see the details better on this, even though it's like through the glass, you know. Better stop talking, because sometimes just talking like tires me out, and right now is one of those times. I would live in there, but it's also mouldy, and it was the first room I noticed where it was a problem, but the symptoms were very different. I think I need to knock that whole thing down, which is a shame because I really love that building. I spent like 5 or 6 years in that building every day. I didn't sleep in there, but I was in there most of the day after university in my mid-20s. It actually does get quite cold at night now. It's colder than you'd think. It gets down to like 5C or less at night, and it hasn't hit 20C yet in the day. It's been up to about 16 maybe. But I've spent 5 nights in that tent now, and even before that I was spending a lot of time outside.